Hello everyone. I wanted to talk about Jupiter right now. He's traveling through the last degree of Pisces and coming into the first degree of Aries. And for me, this last degree of Pisces, Jupiter being there, feels a little confusing. That can be Pisces energy. It's the ocean. There's so much to explore. And sometimes it can be a little foggy, but as he's moving closer to Aries and moving into Aries later today, the fog clears. So I wanted to look at both Sabian symbols for the last degree and of Pisces and the first degree of Aries. So the last degree is the great stone face, becoming our own ideal. So I think of the big stone faces at the old ancient sites around the world. And these stone faces represent the gods, they represent the rulers, and the people idealize that, right? And something I think we are starting to remember is that we all descend from those gods. We all descend from source energy. We all have the goddesses and the heroes within us. But when we're constantly idealizing people outside of us, sometimes we disempower ourselves. And so I think the opportunity is for all of us to be mirrors for each other and to recognize what qualities you see in another that you admire. Take that opportunity to see, do I have that? You know, what are my qualities? Now, this is mostly how I work. The way my chart is set up, I tend to look outward and bring it in. You may be opposite. You may really look in and see things differently than I do. But this is just what came to me. So you can look out and see what you really admire, but then use the opportunity to look for it within yourself and to own it. And the same with, qualities that you don't like as well. Can you see those qualities and send love to the qualities that you don't like in other people and in yourself? Just realizing that we're all here to learn, and that's Jupiter. Jupiter's the philosopher who's always learning and teaching as they go. And it's all about the journey, the hero's journey. That's what this symbol reminds me of. So this really leads into the next symbol so well, which is a woman rises out of water. A seal rises and embraces her. Emergence out of the realm of potentiality into the realm of reality. So this is really cool because Jupiter moves into Aries, and Aries is I am. It's rising out of the ocean of the collective unconscious and seeing who you are. That's awakening. And so this is about expanding through that spark of inspiration that you hold within you. And this reminded me of the old legends of the Selkies, the Irish and Scottish myth. The most popular way it's told is that a seal comes out of the water and sheds its skin and becomes a woman. There's male Selkies as well, but the women are the most talked about. So this woman rises out of the water, and the men are just enamored with these women. If you think about it, she's explored the ocean. She's explored the unknown. And the ocean is like a mirror of the stars. So there's this mystical quality about her. And I see this as a metaphor for the spiritual realms, So it's emerging from the spiritual realms and bringing what you've learned to earth. And I also love, thinking about coming out of Pisces and water and coming into Aries and fire. It's like we're evaporating all of that water and bringing what we've learned into form. It's this step of alchemy. So my friend Stevie, we did the a 2023 forecast on the podcast, and I love what she said. She said, Aries is all about experimentation. It's all about experimenting. It's all about starting projects. So if you have some inspiration and you're just starting something, you know, it's okay if it doesn't work out exactly the way you planned. This is about experiment and play and bringing what we've learned and trying it out in different ways, and seeing what works and what doesn't, what we enjoy and what we don't. And it's all about the journey. It's all about just realizing even when things don't go as planned, you can learn something from it. And it's really about enjoying that experience of learning. That's what Jupiter is all about. He's thirsty for knowledge, and he uses the lessons to expand and to grow. So it's a very, I'm getting like a very optimistic vibe, which is very appropriate for Jupiter as well. And as I say that, you know, this Pisces energy was just, it was interesting. I felt like a lot of old patterns were coming up for me to observe and to dissolve. And, you know, a lot of us will say like, oh my gosh, why is this coming up again? And it's like, well, it's okay. This is just a part of the journey. Like you came here to learn these things. And so instead of beating yourself up if something comes up for you again, can you say, oh, I noticed it this time, or oh, this pattern, okay, I've got the opportunity to like scrape off another layer, and it's okay, let's move forward. We'll just see if it comes up again. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. The most important thing is just being present and enjoying the experience, and really doing what we enjoy to light ourselves up, because that's going to light up the people around us as well. If we could all just kind of step into more of that way of living and that practice, it would be a beautiful thing. So I hope you have a wonderful solstice, and sending you all my love.